Welcome back to the World Breaker Project. I sound a little bit different from usual because I put my mic way too close. And I do sound a little bit louder because I put it now 0 instead of -5. And today, it doesn't matter. Today we are going to talk about the last two characters. I gotta say, we're almost there. I'm sorry for last week where I didn't post anything, or I did post anything, I don't remember anymore. But what I'm gonna say is I am going to finish it off. I'm up to part 3, which is the last one. I did work a little bit at part 3, but I just did Charles and Tyron, and I finally finished them, so might as well. So I hopefully before I hit the end of April, I will be on to the next one. And I apologize for it because I'm very busy for most of it. I have to do a lot of things just this week by itself. I have to finish off. I'm going to try to finish off this story. Then I have to do some filming for my assignments. I have some editing I have to do for my main channel. And also I have to clean up this room to prepare for filming. And I have so much else to do. So I'm just going to quickly go through this one. So Charles is the first character I'm going to be talking about. Charles Theurgal is a 6'3" jacked 42-year-old man. Charles is a French name that I hate, and I hate French, and but don't worry about it. Why I dislike French. That's why I chose the name Charles, because it gives up off that feeling as well. And name Charles. Ludwig was a close contender, but the streamer Ludwig saved that name being used. He is the first in command for that word. I'm not going to say it, but this is going to be the actual name for what they are called. Charles has a crimson red eyes and black basic short hair. He wears short-sleeved white compression shirts and pants with red lines in the pattern of a circuit. So that's kind of what I have for the compression shirt with like red laces. There is another better picture for it, but I couldn't get the picture. I can't even save the picture at all, so just pretend it's like there's circuit lines all around here. This is like the basic short I'm thinking about. He's an old man, I've got to say, but like this guy, I don't think he gives the right thing, and that's his shows. I'm just saying this because this is just part of it. You could just skip it, honestly. He wears this to highlight his muscle definition. He has a small grimoire with a golden chain on his wrist. Which is pretty much the same as Jordan. He wears a white running shoes with black and red on the soles of the shoes. He also wears the grim. Also, I don't need to say it is the grimoire is a blood red with gold cross that is shaped of a force-like energy symbol in the middle. That's kind of what I got for it. I don't think there's a good picture for it. Also, did I say that for Tyron? No, I have no clue. I have not. I have to do that. Whoops. Okay, yeah, I forgot to do the symbol thing. Don't worry about it. I can just do it now. He is a very and then this basically his shirt. That's very quickly explained. He's a very self-centered man, caring only about keeping his image and body structure. He wants everyone to see his muscles, which is why he chose those clothes. He feels high and mighty when he is able to intimidate anyone trying to kick him down, but it easily crumbles when he cannot win, and often acts like a sore loser unless there is a friend unless they are a friend of ally, which he often will serve them instead. Are considered a friend or allied. They are considered a friend of ally, which he often serves them instead. He also wants to find a way to get strong no matter what, and forces anyone in a heartless manner to get stronger. So this kind of just ties back to the backstory with Harmony, where he tries to figure out a way in his brutal manner and his intimidating manner to find a way to get stronger through her. And he's basically a guy who relies more of his outwards look than his inner, so he's very easily fragile inside. Charles is a man who prides himself to be strong and only wants the strong to be part with him. He likes weaklings due to being able to boss them around while hating anyone who surpasses him in his family, since he wants to be the strongest one. So that's kind of why he's one of the strongest ones in his family. He's the guy, just the man up there, and he just have his ego high up. And what I mean by he likes weaklings, what I mean by that one, yeah, he does not like weaklings in his family, but he also doesn't. He likes if it's someone that he doesn't know, he's able to push them around. He likes people who are what people consider beta males. That's all I want to say about this one. This causes his jealousy towards his daughter and tries to get Celestia to show. It is Celestia, not Harmony, and tries to get Celestia to show him how she's able to use Emperor level magic so much, which he can only be able to use 3 times. I don't think that really matters right here. This doesn't really matter. So basically, he's trying to figure out how is Celestia able to do this, but I can't. So I want to do blah, 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 and I want to bully her until she does it for me, and then I might just treat her better later on. I don't know. He has an abnormally high mana pool with high affinity with fire, magic, and earth-type magic. He fights mostly in close range, trying to force a ribbon to the opponents. If you don't know where that is coming from, look at Shangri-La Frontier, which he is always into it, which is why he was chosen as the host of the ancient Grimoire of Carmen. I want to say host for a reason. He is able to close the gap with his high speeds and brute strength. He refuses to fight close range, which usually makes it harder to get in against a far range mage, but due to his commitment with his muscles and magic, he's learned enhancement magic to surprise the mage and close the gap easily. So that's just a fighting style he's gonna do for it, and don't worry about it too much about it. He's not really important. Also, I'm gonna just do this one. And then this is the second character. Tyron Psuejo is a 6'3" lean 45-year-old man. He is slightly taller than Charles by 1 centimeter. Tyron comes from Greek word tyrannos, which means king or tyrant, while others say is it derivative of French. I hate French. His last name is Psuejo, which comes from, we all know this one because it comes from like the same one as Jordan. This is Jordan's dad, which he's got to be the main villain, and he's technically the side villain. Tyron Psuejo has a cocoa. That's same as Jordan. He wears a golden weave suit with a tie with a white buttoned up shirt underneath. He also wears golden weave pants and golden formal shoes. It should be shoes there. Shoes to highlight his own ego and kingly aura. He kind of wears it like Kazuya skin from, that's basically this guy. It kind of looks like this one, but without the gold hair, glowing red eyes, white shirt in between, gold tie, and then I forgot to mention the Grimoire. All right, I know why I didn't mention the Grimoire. No. So I spoiled it. He has a Grimoire. I remember why I left it out. I want to be explaining that later in part 3. I mean, it's not really a surprise that he got the Grimoire, but I'm not going to explain which Grimoire he has. But yeah, I remember why I left it out. Whoops. Tyron is a hard-headed man who will look down on the weak and praise the strong. He will never allow himself to fail his plans and always bounces back any problems. Anything that makes him looks bad, he tries to get rid of and only allow the good parts of himself out. So he is a guy who wants the good things to go out, so people know the good things and hide the bad things. He is overly pretentious with himself, which caused the rebellions against the government with the help of Redacted. I'm not going to explain who Redacted is, and if you're saying, oh, that's Redacted, it might be this one. No, they're different Redacted, okay? That just means that I don't want to talk about it right now. And his groups of friends, and the only record of his plans failing was the Grimoire incident, which he wanted to grab for himself, causing all his family to die apart from himself. And he was like, but Jordan's alive. Well, he doesn't consider him as family. That's why it's always himself, not Jordan. He is part of Redacted, run by Redacted, which gave him the commander of taking over Gaudor using the ship to destroy the Algorium. If all plans fail, there's one more trick on their sleeve for Jordan, Celosia, and August. I'm not going to explain that. I do know it. I just need to finish part 3 to get through it. So what I need to do in this part 3, I'm just going to explain it. I need to get the fight with Charles, Tyron, and the after incident. After incident is the most important part, and basically kind of starts to weave into the 5 stories that I planned for this. Okay, what else? No, I'm just going back up here. Like usual, he has a normally high mana pool. I'm so bored of saying that every single time because every single character has a high over characters. I'm gonna say this. I'd be saying high amount of high mana pool. I sound like a broken record, but keep in mind that I'm from a prestigious family filled with talented mages, and it won't be the last time you'll be hearing this. Okay, this with me. Last time I would say normally high mana pool because actually. Part 2, not really gonna have mana. Part 3, mana does require, but not really required. 4 mana, it exists, but they don't care about it. Well, mana doesn't really matter that much for the first 5 stories. Maybe there's another character that has a globally high mana pool, but I'm not gonna talk about her yet. He has a affinity to all types of magic, like a high affinity, so they're not in a high level, but his highest water and earth, basically saying he's gifted, he's the best, he's an all-rounder to fight, who is able to fight close quarters and range, which gives him the best title of strongest in Gaudor. I think someone's my mom's home, but I think that's about it. So this is basically the introduction, very short. I'm sorry, I just need to rush this out because I am legit stressed. I have way too much stuff, so I'm sorry if I just don't go through it, but next is part 3 and it's going to be the longer version. It's going to be extremely long, so wait for that. Hopefully I'm able to finish it by the end of next week. I wanted to give myself that amount of time, you can see, and yeah, hopefully I'm able to start on a Monday 29th of the new story. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy watching, maybe for a shorter video, and yeah, see ya. I need also to turn this